Alright, it's Junchen here, and for today's topic, we're going to talk about evaluating real estate. This topic is especially for you if you want to purchase any property or you want to buy an old property and then renovate it to become a new one, especially for you if you want to become a developer, you want to buy a piece of land. So, you want to buy a piece of land to develop a project, everything else, you're gonna make sure you're gonna evaluate your real estate, because maybe you'll buy some overpriced or anything in the market value, anything, or is that the real estate is good or bad, everything else, you're gonna evaluating it. So this topic, you're gonna know that some basic knowledge you can know about how to evaluating your real estate before you take any action or before you start your investing. Because when coming to getting the real estate that you want, you're gonna know the difference between a deal and a dog of a deal. So you're gonna find a great deal. Because when you talk about real estate, actually, if you already purchase a piece of property without conducting the right amount of research and in the right amount of depth, you'll be in trouble because you spend a lot of money, but at last that it's hard for you to sell to anyone else, or your cost of developing is become higher already, so your profit margin become low. So when you talk about real estate or property, actually it affects some economy also, but during the downtime property, maybe it will be best for you when the property is in the downtime, because the price is quite low. You can accumulate it so you can build your project in much more further. So let's straight to the point, talk about the evaluating real estate in the team effort. Actually, when you come without evaluating the real estate, actually it's the team game that you want to involve, because you cannot done by you alone. So the first person you can recruit and then to be partnered with is a realtor, or we call real estate agent, licensed real estate agent. Whether an real estate agent can help you to go and know the market and then the area of the market and then which you are interested. Yes, from this book suggest for you, because a good realtor know the history of your area and its growth pattern, its negative side, and the positive projection for the future. This is what you want to know, and then you're gonna find a good realtor. So when it comes about realtor, how to identify a good realtor is at least this person that can feel that your prestigious neighborhood is slowly hitting the skid, or that the transaction level is and then this realtor actually will know that this place actually in future will grow or not, or is getting downturn. So because he got experience in the area, so he know the area and future potential for you to pick up the property that you want to invest. So the next person is the appraiser and the inspector. These two people is very important for you also, because inspector and appraiser will know the quality of work being produced for the supplier in the community and everything else, the property, because these two person actually can know the value of the property, exactly number that you in the marketplace. At the same time, inspector is know something, whether any problem in the property that hidden or so everything else, then you will know it before you go and purchase that. Actually, when you find a good one, actually it will find a treasure for you also, potential treasure that the property actually in the future, then the hidden in unpracticed eye, but they will look at it and then they know the market and then know the plan, the town planning in the future, and then this place gonna be happen, and then they will tell you you're gonna find the person is like this. So the other is because the good inspector and appraiser actually they will know the quality of the work of the supplier that want to supply the property for you, because they will see that what you can see, so that you choose a better person, and then it's like a person like a person like a doctor. You're gonna find what you don't want, so this person will know the value and then the problem or the property, that the hidden cost, everything else they will tell you. So when you talk about the inspector and appraiser, so that's better you're gonna find out someone that will straight away let you know, and then the problem, everything else, so it will help you to make a decision so that you can go on with your investment. So when you want to choose any real estate, you're gonna not just about these people, but also you're gonna remember that you need lawyers, accountant, and financial advisor also, because you need this person to take a look at your proposed deal before you commit to anything. You need the team that work together before you take any action. So when you come about evaluating, just now we talk about appraiser, or what we call valuer, and inspector. So how they evaluate a real estate, or what you call a property? Actually, there's some skill technique that you can have basic about. So from this book, get some advice is: one, you're gonna learn enough about the technique so that you can do a pretty fair job yourself. Advice number two is, don't depend on your own skill or experience, because when you come into business, right, you're gonna treat it like a business, which means that you're gonna hire, or you're gonna partner with the people who are better than you, because in our world we are not the same. You are expert in your area and they are the expert in their area. You're gonna find someone who is better and expert in it and got experience in that area to help you, for you to get the better deal. So, but let's talk about some evaluating technique that you can know, and then because you're gonna hire a professional to make sure the selected property represent a good deal, a professional real estate appraiser will see the problems and the opportunity. So there's some basic that you can know, that you can actually you also can know how the appraiser works, how they calculate the value of the property. So the first is they go through is the income approach. Income approach is very simple. They just use expected amount annual income, estimated annual income, divide by the capitalization rate, which means how many percent the rate of growth, so that equal to market value. Is very simple. For example, if your property is 1 million, then the growth is 10% a year, so straight away use 1 million divided 10%, so you get your market value. So that's the first case they use. So the second case they will use is comparable property method. So comparable property method is they see around surround area the property, that for example you already look at the property at area A, so that they go and survey around the property, which means around at that area exact any same property or not, so you can make a comparable. By this method you're gonna know the price, anything else. So the next is the comparative square foot method. Is calculated by square foot. It's quite same like comparable of the property also, but they just use the square foot, and then they choose in that area how many square foot the price is. So your property, how many square foot, just multiply by the price per square foot, so you get the value. So that's the number two way. So number three is the cost approach. Cost approach is calculated by, you get the accrued depreciation rate, for example a physical deterioration, how much, functional obsolescence, how much, economic obsolescence, how much, you know the depreciation value, so you use the reproductive new cost, they will deduct the depreciation rate, so you get the value, so total up the site value, so you get the value. So there's the method of the cost approach by the appraiser or what call valuer, they will calculate the value of the property. So actually you can have some basic knowledge about it, and then you will know how to communicate with your appraiser or what we call the valuer, so that you can know much better about your value. Nowadays also have a lot of website, or you can go through another website, you can know the value of the property that surround at that area. So you gotta make sure you don't buy the property that is overpriced by the people that want to sell you. So when you want to select a property or what you call a piece of land you want to develop, actually for the advice from this way you can have is you can look for a stable area with growth potential, which means that this is because if you have a large capital, you can go and straight away to the hot area, but when you find out you go to the hot area, the area sure is much more expensive than the other place. But for you to get much more reasonable price at the same time for you to can develop in the future, it's better you can look for a stable area, which means that the area have the potential to grow in the future. So you can get it in a reasonable and in a good price, but in the future your property will grow. So this is the advice for today for you to go and evaluating your real estate. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you know it, so that you can find a great deal for yourself and for you to can develop it. That's for today. Hope you like it. Bye.